Do 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 do. Yeah. Wah. All right, we go live. I'm just waiting to see it on the eye of the G. Or did I turn it on? Oh yeah, I did turn it on. Okay, yep. Boom, go live. Okay, people. We are
We are
live.
live. We are back. Y'all tired
We
of us yet?
apologize for the lateness, the tardiness. But as everybody knows, technology is your best friend until it's not.
Facts.
So, with that being said, you guys, we are back for another week of the Elevare Global AI Business Lounge. As you can tell, we are in L3 Media Studios. That's why my hair looks so good. And shout out to the homie Lamar from Dear Fathers for their amazing swag. I'm gonna put the link in the chat group for you guys here shortly, just to go to support them because they're all about supporting fathers. And as you know, Chaz, me, Glenn, Terry, we're all fathers, and so that's a big thing for us. And being a good father, okay. As
Yes.
Chaz likes to say, the things that we do, not every dad does. So we rock with that hard over here. You feel me?
For sure.
But with that being said, Chaz, what's up, man? You been, bro, these last couple days, my guy, you been a running.
Man, I know it's crazy. Hey, self-inflicted though, right? Because I'm grinding, man. I'm trying to get some time back.
Always self-inflicting, sir. Always. Net's
For
laughing at
sure.
you.
For sure. What's that?
I said net is Net's laughing at you
Of course
because you're
she's
saying
laughing at me. She
because you
always
said
laughing.
it's
What's
because
up,
you said it's
Terry? I see you.
self-inflicting. What up, T Dog? Yeah, I know Glenn's gonna. I
The
just
mayor.
sending it out to the groups, to the homies. Make sure everybody can hop on. So little recap. So first of all, I don't know if you noticed, but in Claude, did you see that they combined chat and cowork?
Yes, I did
Did you
see
notice
that.
that,
I
bro?
did. Well, I didn't have to
That
notice it because it told me.
oh, I don't read instructions.
Yeah, you know that little. When you go down there, when you balloon over there, down there where it says relaunch.
Yeah. I mean, I relaunched it.
Yeah,
Just
you
like
just
crouched
forgot to
down to
read why you were relaunching
the well, no, I relaunched or I opened it and I was like, where did my cowork go? And then I realized like I had just updated it and I was like, oh, that's because it changed. And so,
it. Yes.
needless to say, I was like, all right, well, whatever. I
So
think
you can.
it came after Net had complained about cowork, chat, and Claude or code being all in different places, and so I thought it was pretty
Right.
funny that
So they made it to where you toggle between the two.
correct you toggle now, and
Yes.
I was like, all right, I guess that works.
Yo, but
um,
that's how it is, man. Look, hey, I'm super excited. I've never been so comfortable with so many changes, right? I always hated like back in the Windows days, right? Every time Windows had an update, man, it would be forever and ever. But not, and like I used to hate that, but Anthropic drops updates every single
bro,
day, sometimes
every
multiple
freaking
times a
day.
day. Sometimes I get a little perturbed because I'm like in the middle of vibing out, and then all of a sudden, like that box will pop up where it says you got to relaunch. So I got to finish what
Yeah.
I'm doing
You know why?
and
That's
relaunch
because
because you don't
Chaz
want
has
to miss those
OCD
updates.
and he don't want it. He don't want that box. That box. He'll be like, he'll that box will. See, I'll rock a whole week without clicking re.
No, because you don't know what you're missing. Why you don't know what you're missing with the update.
No, I'm telling you, I would be interested to know I would be interested to know how many of you guys are like that. If you see that box pop up, you're finishing your work as fast as you can so you can hit that relaunch to update button. Or how many of you guys are, still sitting on like iPhone update 16 and it's about to be 17.
Yeah, for
Yo,
sure.
Net did that one time. She was like, I don't see those options. And I said, girl, you are 5 updates behind. What are we even I'm
My
not.
wife,
Come on, boo
my
boo.
wife the same way. I'm like, she's like, why won't this stupid thing work? And then I pull it up and the little gears got like 12.
It's like you got to update 5 up just to do another 5 up because it won't let you update that fast.
Yes. Oh yeah. What's up, Stephanie? How you doing? Thanks for the shout out. Yeah, no. I'm gonna tell you. I'll tell you a little secret, Steph. Get a Mac.
Yeah, girl, you need to get your life together. We need to get you a Mac. Um, Jamel, what's up, dog? Hey, shout out to Jamel and Steph because they have been consistently on the last 3 AI Business Lounge since we relaunched this. So I expect to hear all about the world domination that you guys have been doing, especially in the community. Drop it, Elevare Global, make it happen. Um, Jamel said, what did you say? What did he say? So I can cancel chat. No, Jamel, you can't cancel. So you can cancel. Two different ways to think about this. So
Don't ever cancel.
yeah. Me and Chaz talked about this, right? Is do you cancel do you have one or the other? I will be honest. I don't use Chat GPT. I only use Claude. However, all the people that I know who take advantage of AI the most, they do have multiple things, but so Terry, as you already know, one of our L3 Media partners is we did a really good exercise where he asked me, he said, do you want to be known as the AI guy that just like knows all these things? Or do you really want to be the guy that like really shows people how to use Claude to like take over the world with their business? And I was like, that's a fair point. So like I only talk about Claude because that's what I use and that's what I will, excuse me, that's what I will continuously use moving forward. So I don't really have a need for chat personally. So
So I will tell you why I do keep my chat and that I do like it because I do love holding the conversations with chat. Now
so chat
you
just came
know,
out with a new feature too. Terry actually
yeah.
told me about it. Chat GPT live.
Oh, I haven't seen that yet.
It's
I've been
supposed to make the conversations more like realistic. Like it's gonna do like, mm-hmm. Oh, really? It's gonna hit you with those with the nonverbal type stuff.
oh, okay. Well, you know how I feel about that. Like as long as they're doing it and not burning my tokens doing it.
I mean, you're not wrong. Um, but yeah, but I
But
do know
yeah,
like I know chat's better with images. I will say that. I based off what I've seen, I have seen that chat is better with images.
really, you think? So I
I
don't
don't
know. I
know.
kind of
I'm just saying but here's the thing. I'm not a good candidate for that because I also don't generate a lot of AI images. So
yeah.
that's from the small amount that I've seen.
Yeah, I don't know. I kind of feel like you know, Claude is like overtaking it. So, you know,
Mm.
remember back, you know, last year when when Percy first introduced us to not really first introduced us, but he had us all do those AI photos of us standing in the street on Gemini.
No,
So
I think we did that in Higgsfield.
no, I did it. I know for a fact I did it in Gemini.
Oh, okay.
So Percy sent me the prompt and I just pasted it in.
Okay.
And you know, I was thrown back how good Gemini did.
Gemini's
Um,
fire.
yeah, so like I think Gemini is great for like photos and flyers and stuff like that. Like, you know,
Yeah.
save your tokens, go use free Gemini.
Facts. Go use Gemini. Gemini is free. Um No, I 100% agree with that.
Yeah, I agree with you on that, Terry. I love having my combos with chat. Like, and again, so, when, from an aspect of like branding, right? When you're, if you're a solopreneur, entrepreneur, if you're like a influencer, this, that, and other, whatever, that's what I kind of like about chat is like you can have those conversations and chat does a really good job of learning who you are. And then you can actually take that and put it into, Claude. That way, every time you prompt it in Claude, it's using basically your voice, right? It's using your persona. Speaking of persona, Cam, remember that, so Cam and I didn't talk about this. We haven't talked about this, but we both created like this board of directors for our businesses, and we're using real live personas of people that we kind of admire in the business space to like vet questions through and everything. And it's funny though, because sometimes you'd be like, I don't know how you made billions of dollars thinking like that.
Yo, so yeah, so I like, and this goes back to go out and like talk to people because so a friend of mine, Chris Westling, he's been like going really hard on like meeting people, networking, just creating his like tribe, I would say, right? Like, and so he's been on LinkedIn, and shout out to him when he meets somebody who he like believes that I should connect with, he makes that connection. He just puts us in a group LinkedIn message, hey, Cam's dope, you're dope, y'all should be dope. And so I met with her name is Alina, I think, and I believe, and she we had like a little 30-minute conversation, just to connect and learn more about each other. And I had somewhat heard about this before, but she really was like, "Yeah, I was on this really great call, and the guy was talking about how he did his board of directors and yada yada." And I was like, "Yeah, I need to dive into that." And so I I built a board of directors off of real people. Was like, hey, Bezos, Buffett, Bill Gates, um, Donald Trump. Say you don't have to like him, but the man is all business, okay? And so Andy Frisella, because and it was funny because was it Gary Vandercheck, like all these people. And so, but even then I had to like play with it a little bit because initially it tried to like give them each like a singular persona, which was interesting. So like Gary V was like only this, the massive social media guy. And like Andy, it was like, oh, he's all about just mindset. And I'm like, you realize, like, for instance, Andy built $1 billion supplement company and has zero debt as a $1 billion company. That is literally almost unheard of. And it was like, oh yeah, you're right. They actually know all these other things. And so when it built out the file on them, though, I mean, like Chaz said, the feedback is kind of crazy. Grant Cardone, and it's even funnier because they'll be um, like in what's it called? Infight, not infighting, but like they'll be uh like they'll be fighting with each other. It'll like I
Yeah.
was telling Chaz and them, it's like literally it'll be like Warren Buffett and Bill Gates like walked out of the room
Yes. Yes.
because they don't want to
Bro,
give their opinion.
Donald Trump on my board. So Donald Trump is one of the board members that I have too. And he literally told me not to, he's like, don't partner with Cam.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah. Donald Trump was a hater on Chaz's personas.
No, but no, it wasn't that he was telling me. But the great thing about that is, and why we're even talking about this is because the feedback that they give you, right? The feedback is not necessarily. It wasn't, don't partnership with Cam and then storm out the room. Like he literally said, right, these things haven't been addressed. These things haven't been talked about,
Yeah,
right? So you have to make sure you clear these up. But until then, it's a no for me. Like he gave me the Shark Tank. Like it's a no for me. And I
yeah.
was like, whoa. But I'm gonna give a shout out to Liz because Liz is actually one of my board of directors, Cam.
I know. I remember you saying. I mean, funny enough, mine made net one of mine as well, which I thought was interesting.
Yeah. Oh
Um,
man.
so with that being said, Chaz, do you want to give kind of like a debrief of what we went over last week, and then we'll kind of move on from there.
Man, I'm not even gonna lie to you, Cam. I don't even remember what we talked about last week, to be honest.
You know what?
So
I always appreciate your honesty, sir.
So I know we talked we talked a little bit about the difference between code, co-work, and chat, and kind of like utilizations. We talked about the different models within. Oh, speaking of that, was it you that sent the post, or was that in the vibe chat today? They were talking about how Gronk is now like right next to
Oh, that was
Opus.
in the AI chat. It was so yeah, Grok 4.5 is now almost on the same level as Opus 4.8.
Yeah. So
Oh,
yeah.
that okay. Yeah. All right, Trig, I appreciate you trying to log on. He's the one that said, "Am I supposed to see something?" He's about to get on a plane though, so he's like, "Oh, I don't think it's popping up." He's texting me on the side.
Oh,
Um,
okay.
yeah, but yeah, so that was that they were talking about that, and so um is like as far as computing power, but that's the thing, but that's the other thing is like when you guys are looking at stuff, and this will be kind of our last little tangent at the beginning of this, when you're looking at what to use, it's not necessarily just about the like power of answering or the context part of it. It's also like what are the capabilities of it. So, yes, the thinking model of Grok may be almost on the same plane as Opus 4.8, but what is the actual capability of the Grok platform as a
Right.
whole? And so those are some things that you might that you should consider when we're talking about that, right? But with that being said, so last week what we covered is we did a refresh of the filing system. Okay, we as far as like the filing system that we had talked about as when you guys are starting to work within Claude inside of on your computer, which is what we always suggest. Okay. I know a lot of you guys are using it on your phone, which is first step. That's great. Just using it in general is great. Cause I heard a story today about someone who like just started using any of the chat models after all this time. So big unlock, use it on your computer. Second unlock, have Claude build you a filing system so that your things will go in the right places and it can keep your context. Okay. Third thing, which we started to talk about last week, was helping give Claude context when it comes to your brand. Okay. And
Mm,
so yesterday, what we left off on, excuse me, what we left off on was the questions based off of how I had asked Claude to like, hey, like talk me through kind of giving you information about my brand, this and that. Um, were you able to get to do your thing, Chaz?
no, I did not actually.
Do you guys see what I'm working with here, guys? Okay. Iron Cam. Iron Cam.
Yeah. No. So yeah. Why you bringing up old stuff?
So we're gonna go through those questions that I had my chat do last week. And I'll be honest with you guys, I had my actual Claude. So I did it in co-work as I show you guys, right? Because like I kind of show you guys what I'm doing on my screen. Because I've worked so much in Claude Code though, I took those questions and I just had Claude Code answer them because I'm not doing that. It's 2026. I'm not answering all those damn questions. um, so, but I will talk more about that in a little bit. So Stephanie, um, she said, have you guys seen anything about granola? And then they're saying to partner it with Claude. So, Brian, actually, shout out B Red. Um, last time we did some stuff in the office, he did talk about how he was starting to use granola, I believe, and blend it with Claude. Um, because granola's like, correct me, Stephanie, in the chat, is like a meeting, like transcript, like something like that, right? Um, yeah, like I said, drop it in the chat. Correct me with what it is. Um, and so actually, hold on. I don't even know why. I don't even know why I'm doing that. Boop boop boo.
Yeah.
So
Just
this what we about.
ask.
So we about to just ask, bro. Like, what are we doing here? Duh, Cam.
2026.
2026. Don't be stupid. Okay, so you guys can see my screen. This is what we were talking about earlier. Now you can slide. So remember, it used to be up here. Can you see my screen, Chaz?
Yep.
Okay. So remember 5 days ago, this used to be, I was going to say last week, 5 days ago, maybe, actually like 72 hours ago. This used to be 3 different things, right? So you had home, which was like chat, and then you had cowork, and then you had code. So what they've effectively done though is they've now merged like chat and cowork. So now you just click this little deagle doggle thing right here, and as you'll see, nothing here actually changes.
Right.
It only allows you to now use your folders, right? And so anyways, let's ask the question. I'm just gonna do it in chat because I don't do anything crazy. And like we always talk about, it's 2026. Who types anymore, guys? Let's see if it'll let me do it though. A friend of mine just asked how we can use granola and Claude together to be more effective. What are your thoughts? And if I was someone looking to be more efficient in my business, what would be the ways I could use granola and Claude together? And no, I'm not talking about granola that you eat with milk. I'm talking about the platform. Boop. Because realistically, yo, how funny would that be though? Claude will come back and be like, granola is a really good source of energy when you're trying to work hard, and it has all the What up, Terry? So basket full of goodies. Who's that? Who's basket full of goodies? And then Stephanie said, "Okay, Steph. Okay, so Steph said yes. It's like a text generation transcription tool." Okay, so Claude said granola plus Claude is a legit power combo now, especially since granola launched an official MCP connector that lets Claude access your meeting notes directly. For someone running a business like yours, here's where the leverage actually is. Your meetings become queryable business data. I already kind of have that, but okay. Practical workflows for your world, specifically client pipeline. After a discovery call, call your FSOTD conversation with, I got you. Ask Claude to pull the transcript. This is a conversation I had this week. To pull the transcript and draft the proposal, quote, and follow-up email in one pass. Okay, that's not bad. No re-listening.
Yeah,
no,
but I'm trying to figure out what So I'm a proof of use type of person.
For sure.
So far nothing that you've read is outside
is anything
of,
we don't already do.
Right. The capability.
No, for sure.
Like my question is, are you adding a redundancy because it's beneficial, or are you just like inundating yourself and getting overwhelmed because now you're bouncing back between platforms?
For sure. No, I agree. And that's, Chad, what up, big dog? Whoop, whoop, whoop. I know Chad left us though. We miss you, buddy. All right. R.I.P. Big Chad. And so you met him at my retirement ceremony, Chaz.
Okay.
He was one of the other guys in full service dress.
Yes.
And so, yeah, I mean, and that's the thing, right? That I would agree. Is I think I'll tell you what, I drove through San Francisco, guys, and everything was some type of new AI platform. Was like, use AI to do this, use AI to do that, and I get that there are reasons to have those certain platforms, maybe at like a really high level, but honestly, at a small business level, guys, your $200, honestly, probably $100 Claude subscription can replace, armed with like Zoom and Notion, can pretty much tackle like 90% of any jobs you need. Straight Absolutely. Up. Like, I use Zoom. You use Zoom to run the calls because a lot of platforms don't have a native like video, conferencing call thing, but like I use Zoom. I turn on my Notion meeting whenever I get on a Zoom call, and I have my Claude connected naturally to Notion that literally is on a timer to always pull stuff in, analyze it, and give me feedback. Like, so essentially, I inadvertently replace granola without even really knowing that.
Right.
and
Exactly.
it just takes you what, Chaz, like 30 minutes.
Yeah.
Take 30 minutes, guys, and then like just don't be lazy.
Yeah, and like I said, before I always recommend, like, because a lot of people always approach me and say, "Hey, you know what? I'm thinking about getting this AI platform to work with this." And I was like, "Have you tried it in the one you're currently using?" Right? AI is so powerful. Again, Cam made the statement last week is like, stop overthinking it. Like it really isn't that tough, and I find it tougher when I'm trying to like I find it tough even though I have chat, just flip flopping back between because they do have little intricate differences, right? But for business, it's all Claude for me. Like until I find something that Claude can't do, you
Lock those
know,
cloud forever, fool.
it- Holmes.
Holmes. Um, okay, so uh we'll get to the questions now, so I'll show you guys. Steph texted me and was like, I just need to be on the call because I can't type fast enough. It's all
That's all
good,
right,
dog.
Steph. We see you.
We got you, bro. We got you. Okay, so just to oh wow, look at that. Oh, never mind. This is something different. Sorry. Okay. Well, no, because so shout out to Terry once again. So we were going through a really good exercise that Chaz, after I want to talk to you guys about it as well, but this will be something that we bring to the AI lounge as well, but also something we're going to teach in the community as far as really going through what your brand is about, and honestly holding yourself accountable to what you're going to be specific about, because too many people try and do everything, as we already know. And
Mm.
going through the exercise with Terry, especially about like the Iron Cam brand, was like really great. And so that is something we're going to bring to the Elevare global community and start and teach that on some of our Friday calls, and then also some of our challenges, because that will then allow the community to get really specific about what type of marketing they're doing, but also know what type of marketing they should not be doing, so that they can
Mm.
stay focused on what the goal is as far as building a brand that then makes them money, right? And so, once again, if you're not in the community, get your life together, bro.
Get your
And
life
so,
together.
get your life together, bro. Oh, you know what? You know why I couldn't see it? Because I forgot I was doing it on my home computer. So there we go. Okay. Because I forgot we started the Elevare call last time on my home computer. Okay, cool. So let me share this with you guys real quick. So real quick, for while I'm getting this set up, for those of you in the chat who've been with us, what are some of the things you guys have done over the last few weeks that have taken things to the next level? Like, I would love to hear, like, even if it's not something we taught you, you guys, if it's just something that you were inspired and you went and learned it, and like, that's what we want to hear about, your guys' wins, right? And how you're implementing AI into your processes, into your business, into honestly into your life, managing your calendar better with your spouse or your kids or your friends or your coworker, whatever. Like how are you using it to take things, right? And so drop those in the chat. We'll be happy to put those up and recognize you guys.
You
So
know what, Cam? Oh,
what's that? What you got?
we have to, kind of off subject here. This was just one of those shiny thing moments. We should figure out how we can like bring our audience in to like ask a question and then mute them again.
Oh, you mean like bring them in to talk?
Yeah, like an actual moderator to actually
Yeah.
bring somebody in, let them ask their question, then shut them up.
So we can. So we can literally post the link to come in, and then obviously like we control who comes in, right?
Oh
So
yeah.
so at that point, like I don't know if you remember like 2 years ago, we were doing it with like during the NFL playoffs. We would send the link to people and then they would be able to come in for like 5 minutes talk. And then we'd be like, all right, peace, see you later. And then we would just turn, then they would leave and or we would just like, take them out of the scene.
Yeah.
So it
All
is
right.
possible. I mean,
All right.
okay. So real quick, Stephanie said, I made such a dope check-in process for my autoimmune disease. My friend told me that I need to create an app so that other people can use it. That's 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 life-changing stuff, bro. Um,
Can
so
I say
what I will
something?
you can say something.
It's been less than 30 days since Steph started working with
Bro,
AI.
facts, facts. She was so cute. She was like, "Hey, I have perplexity." And I was like, "That's so cute. Come here, Steph. Let me show you Cloud." Get out of here.
Uh, Shout out to you, Steph. Steph's killing it.
That's the homie. And so, and and just to give Steph a shout out, that like real homies, bro. Like Steph has flown out here to visit. She flew out here for my wedding. She flew out for here for my retirement. Like, so when y'all say like showing up for people, like Steph has shown up for me since we met. And so shout out to the homie Steph. Um
I didn't even get an invite to the wedding, just saying.
we weren't Chaz didn't want to talk to me then. He was cool. He was Coach Chaz. We hadn't connected yet. He's like, I don't need Cam. Me, 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 me. Was it so hometown hero said, okay, Jamel, I would love to hear about that because I have seen more and more about using your Claude to I have my Claude connected to my mini chat. I haven't gone crazy with it, but I would be interested to hear how um you're doing that, right? So let's connect offline, bro, because I think that would be super dope. Um, basket full of goodies. I'm very new to AI, but I did learn from a course I took how to be specific about what I want from Claude in order to get what you conceptually want from AI. You really have to give it a chance to learn about you and what you want to accomplish. Bet. Is that is a basket full of goodies? Is that Miss Loretta? Who is that? Um, but yeah, anyways, bet. Yep. Steph, love you guys as always. Shout out to you guys who are willing to share your journeys. I appreciate you. Please keep coming back because people need to hear about those things that you guys are doing because a lot of people don't know it's possible. Okay. Um, all right. Was it Trick? Trick says I use it for building quick itineraries when traveling. So not only does net does that too. So Trig, uh, a cheat code for that piece is ask it to create an HTML file that is interactive for your itinerary, and then send the file to yourself. So like as you guys know, we're going to Korea and Japan in this summer, and Net did our entire itinerary and sent it to us HTML. So whether we have service or not, we will have everything. Bus routes, tickets, confirmation numbers, all of it. So a little cheat code right there.
That's
Back to
another
the lesson.
less
What's
than
that?
30 days. That's another one less than 30 days.
Yeah, we ain't even gonna go down that train. Uh, listen, people. um, so back to the lesson, right? So I'm like once again looking at the wrong thing. Okay, here we go. So here were the initial questions last week when we got off our call. I said, I want to set up my brand message so moving forward, we keep the messaging the same. I want you to ask me any questions you need to build a comprehensive file on my brand, what our goals are, and the things we are looking to execute on. I don't know why, like I always get weird at the end of a long paragraph, but don't judge me, guys. It's been a long day. Um, so it asked me all these questions. I'm not going to waste your time reading all those questions, but pretty much the basics: who you serve, what you offer and why you're different, the voice and the personality of your brand, what are the goals of your brand, and then execution, what we're building towards, right? So, with that being said, like I said, it's 2026. I gave those questions to my Claude code that is linked up to my actual um all my project folders that actually has all the answers to these questions. So, anyway, Chaz, are you able to see it or is it like really small for you guys?
I mean, it's I'm blind, so
I
pretty
know, but
much.
is that better now or no?
Yeah, it's good. Yeah, that
Okay,
was
hold on.
good.
Okay, hold on. Maybe if I make it like this. I've noticed the smaller I make the window, the like bigger it gets. Oh, there we go.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, there we go. Boom. So
Apologies to those that's on IG watching this because I know they're not getting the full screen.
no, for sure. Well, it's so if you look on the left side, it shows you what it looks like on IG.
Yeah, yeah,
Um,
yeah.
okay. So what it says is got the real substance, blah blah. So I've got a lot of context from FLG already, but let me pull the real substance, yada yada. And so as you'll see, it went through everything in that it already knows about us because I've fed it so much information, right? But you got to spend time with it and you got to do the work, okay? You got to answer the questions that you don't want to answer, like who's my audience? What do they look like? What am I bringing to the table? How much do things cost? How am I going to find people? What am I willing to do? What am I not willing to do? Like, and
Yeah.
so um it answered all the questions, right? So here you go right here. Who you're not for, because you can't be for everybody. Let me make that clear. If you are a business owner, you're not for everybody. I don't care what business you're in. You are not for everybody, okay? So, with that being said, you have to know what you are against and what you are for. A really good conversation I had yesterday with Terry. But it says who you're not for. People who want a one-off task or a cheap a la carte agency service. If a job doesn't buy back the client's time or amplify their reach, it's off track. Because that's what I do. That's what we do. We get business owners time back. So if we're not, or we figure out systems to make them more money in less amount of time. If it doesn't reach one of those things, it's off target for us. Okay. Um, Chaz, what you got?
Oh no, I'm just listening. I like what you're talking about when you're talking about, is spend some time with it. It really is dependent on the information that you give it. That's when you start to really effectively use these tools, is when you start being very specific. I mean, remember the whole thing, creating SMART goals. That same type of acronym works really good when you're prompt engineering. you know
Yeah,
when you're telling it, and so when you're feeding your brand information. So most people, I would hope that if you're a business owner, that you started your business with those basic frameworks, right? You came up with your mission and vision, you came up with
oh,
your brand strategy and things like that. And so that's what Cam's talking about when he's like, you don't have to answer all these questions if you've actually grounded and created a foundation in your business the way they teach you how to do it. This process becomes very easy.
for sure. And that's the thing, right? Join Elevare. Okay. I also put the link to our website in the chat. So if you guys want to check out Elevare, please, we would love to have you guys. Okay. Um, there's a 7-day free trial as well. So make it, no excuses. So
None.
none. So it answered all these questions, right? And so as you guys know, a lot of times when you get done with sorry, I keep messing y'all up doing this thing, but I forgot when I move my cursor, it like moves the jump thing. When you guys go through stuff with chat, Claude, whatever platform you're using, it's always gonna be like, what do you want me to do next? So it was like, hey, do you want me to like create a Word document? It could, but that'd be a waste of time right now. So I was like, no, just create me like a really cool graphic. I'm on an AI business lounge call right now. Give me something awesome to show them the key points of what we're talking about, right? And so um this is realistically what it gave based off of um based off what the key information is. Let's see here. Download file. Just so you guys know, I'm actually on my computer at home on this screen. So I'm in the studio, but this is my computer at the house. So that's why it's like kind of like finicky. And you're like, why is the screen being all stupid? That's because I'm literally like working out of a box off of my desktop at my house. Um, and so yep, so
Tony
yeah, so
Stark.
go ahead. What's that?
Tony Stark.
Hey, that's why they call your boy Iron Cam. Okay.
You ain't special. I do that on my phone.
No, don't hey, you know what? Hey, look, he can't do it as good though, because he'd be like this. He'd be like,
Get back to the lesson.
huh?
Get back to the
Nah.
lesson.
But we are consolidating a list for you guys as well, like of tools and things that we use because we know it like will be super helpful for you guys. Um, and so this is one of the tools that we use. It's called Jump Desktop. Um, it allows you to access a different desktop so that you can actually do stuff on it, right? So, for instance, I have it on the computers at the studio. I have it on my computer at home. I can literally do things on my other machines no matter where I'm at in the world. Like, think about it. It's 2026, guys. There ain't no reason for you to not be able to make things happen.
Well, for some of you boomers, it's just the new age VMware.
Yeah, correct. Yep, that's a good point, Chaz. Thank you for talking to your friends.
Shut up.
So this is what it came up with. You know, these are the things for us to use, right? So both live live for the lounge. You now have 3 assets from 3 prompts live on the call. Whoop de whoop. But yeah, so play around with your chat or your Claude, excuse me, because now I can take this information, right? So I can literally just do like a little copy thing right here. I'm gonna make this screen bigger because it's just driving me freaking nuts. So I'll go up here. I'll go back to my co-work session. So here's the brand setup. I'm gonna copy or the manual. Okay, what folder is this? So like we talked about, where did I put that folder at? There we go. AI Business Lounge test folder. So like we talked about, always make sure you guys are working out of a folder. Okay. So I'm gonna delete this little first part here, right? Because that's just chat talking, about what it's doing. We're gonna go scroll to the bottom. Okay. Delete that piece, and then I'm boom. Give it its answers, right? So now it's gonna read all these answers and it's gonna tell us what's up. Oh, whoops. There we go. Everybody got all quiet all of a sudden.
So, when you're done going through this here, Cam, I want to throw something at the group on why this here is super important. What you're showing right now.
Yeah, drop it on them, bro.
So here's why I find this here beneficial, and one of the things that you're gonna really want to, specifically this lesson that Cam is teaching right now, why this is important for you and your business. Now everybody knows that I'm really big. I don't consider other individuals in the same space as me as competition, right? I consider them potential partnerships or strategic partners, as we talk about in the community. Um, this is doing that full analysis of your brand. And the great thing about this is you can literally do this for anyone in your space, anyone that you might consider to be competition or whatever. And it'll give you a full breakdown of their brand, their strategy, what they're doing, what they're doing that you're not doing. Right. And it's so powerful at the market research that allows you to do for your business, right? So you get to see what others are doing. You know, literally all you have to do is take this right here, and at the beginning of it, go check out so and so. Here's their website. Give me this information for them.
Yep. So we did that during the Elevate experience that we hosted last year. Was I literally took people's brands and had and attacked them with my AI, and it built
Yeah.
out an entire. It literally said how good, like what pieces of their brand were good, what pieces of their brand needed attention, what things they could do to grow, what market opportunities there were. I mean, it built out. I asked Claude how much it would cost for me to like do this for somebody, and it literally told me that I could charge $10,000 to do it because it did a complete market brand audit analysis. And all it took was me working through the prompt and then giving it like 30 to 45 minutes to do its thing. And it honestly, and that was what 5 months ago.
Yeah.
Imagine how fast it could do that now, bro. Um, and so this is what it came up with. So as you'll see, it says done. The guide covers the one liner, the three pillar model, brand structure, ideal client tiers, all that. I've also saved your messaging to memory. So going forward, I'll apply it automatically to anything you ask me to draft. No need to re explain.
Yes.
Okay. So that's the big cheat code here, you guys, is you want it. So oh, I did it in a damn .md file. So like we talked about, for those of you guys that don't remember, markdown files is how it's how the AIs like talk. And so they'll give you these types of files. Um, all you have to do is ask it for a Word file or a PDF, or honestly, even like an HTML if you wanted. So to give you like a breakdown, I could say, can you create a quick a branded HTML that actually has this information on it so it would look cleaner and is more on brand? I don't like markdown files. Let's see what it does.
So that's just one of those things that you have to figure out what you like. So my anytime any of my agents produce anything, while they're gonna, so what I've learned is they're always going to create a markdown file, right? um but I also tell them to produce at the same time. I always make them produce me a PDF. I like working with PDFs. So whatever that markdown file is doing, I have them have it produced as a PDF as well.
Yep. And then let's see here.
It's
So
just
right
easier
now
to
what
work.
it's doing is, yeah. So right now what it's doing is building out like a HTML, right? To make it happen. So we got 5 minutes left. One of the so while this is cooking, one of the thing the last topic that we wanted to discuss with you guys today was a lot of you, including myself, and we've all been through it when we start working with AI, is like, I don't know what I need. I don't know how it can help me. All those things, right? Or I have a million needs and I and I don't know where to start. And so honestly, what the biggest need, initially what you have to do, initially what you guys have to do is you have to talk to it and yourself as far as finding out what is going to be the most high impactful top 3 things that are going to save you time, money, and effort. It's it they there's a lot of different exercises per se, but I am a fan of the Eisenhower matrix. And so the Eisenhower matrix is going to help you figure out what are the things that are high value, low effort, high value, high effort. And it's going to have you start putting things in categories, right? Obviously, the most impactful things are going to be things that are high value, low effort to get done by you. Whereas AI, you want to have it help you with things that are high value, high effort. So if things have a high effort, you want to figure out how can I have AI help me solve this problem? And here's the thing, guys, it doesn't have to be 100% solution. If you can have AI do 50% of it for you, that's 50% less energy you have to expend knocking those things out, right? So it's not always about does Claude solve my problem 100%. The goal is to get your time back. The goal is to get to make more money faster, right? That's the whole goal of it. So I'll give you an example. We have an automated, excuse me, we have an automated scheduler that takes content that we've made and it automatically gets it drafted on the social media scheduling tool that we use, okay? I also though have a automation that checks the health of that automation. So, if something happens to that automation, one, I find out quickly and I can fix it. But two, I don't have to be the one to check that thing every day. I just have AI check it. AI knows if it's working or not. So if AI tells me, if my Claude tells me, hey, the auto scheduler is not working right now, no big deal. Fix it. And realistically, you can which I need to do today is I'm going to input a self-healing function where if it notices that it's not working, it needs to then automatically fix itself. And then I never have to mess with it. So
That's awesome. So here's what I want to do, Cam, before we go out, before we sign off here. I want to challenge everybody on the call, whether you're in the community or not in the community. Um, I want you to pick one process that you have, whether it's a service that you provide from start to finish. It could be from, contacting a potential client or a current client. Pick one process that that it might only consume 5 minutes of your time to complete that process, but take that one process and start playing with your Claude or even your chat or whatever you use, and have it automate and ask it, how can I automate this one process? And that's kind of how I started when I started growing, in this space. Is like, I bought myself 5 minutes here, then I bought myself 10 minutes here. And before I knew it, I had an hour. Well, you know what? I charge about $4 grand an hour to go out and talk. Guess what I can do? I can actually
heavy
go out
facts.
and talk instead of worrying about that process, because I've just combined 5 simple tasks that normally would take me an hour. I've literally just automated those, right? And those are real simple things. Like, little simple things like creating an agent that'll go in and look at your schedule and give you a daily rundown without you having to actually open your schedule,
Yep.
right?
Fact.
You just get a text message on your phone that says, "This is what you got today." Right?
Think
It's
about how
all
many people
possible.
ask, like, hey, when are you available? And you can like just be like, hey, can you look at my schedule and give me 5 times that I'm available in the next 2 weeks?
Yeah. It's 2026, y'all. You shouldn't have to get back to the office to check your calendar.
Bro. Say it again for the people in the back. Oh my
So
goodness.
yeah, so That'll be the challenge. Start with some of those small process and small tasks that you have that you find yourself just struggling with, and figure out how to automate that. And if you don't know how to do it, then just ask.
And you can join Elevare Global that has a 7-day trial period at the current moment where we talk about this type of stuff. And we do 4 calls a week to include this call where you learn how to grow your business.
Facts.
Bloop. Okay. That being said, guys, that's our time. We like to be punctual, except when we start. Obviously, sorry about that, but we made it. Nah, man, we appreciate all you guys who have been watching and who have stayed consistent. Thank you so much, you guys. Like, we love this, obviously, and we super appreciate you guys being here. Don't forget, if you are in California or North California and or have the ability to be in California, July 17th and 18th, the Entrepreneur Experience. Make sure you guys are there. You can comment on any of our social medias right now, the TEE, the Entrepreneur Experience, and you will be sent a link. Okay. You want to be there. We're flying people in who are going to speak. We are going to have some amazing content, marketing, branding, sales, AI automation, leadership. I mean, you need it for your business. And there's a dope offer that we're doing there for the 90-day accelerator. So you want to be there. Chaz, what you got, bro?
Nah, bro, I couldn't have said it better myself. Like, we want to see you in the community. I'm going to tell you guys, every time we do these here, any of the things that we talk about, the attempt is to get this stuff done up, and we're going to drop it in the community for you to actually go back and actually pull whatever the lesson is that we were talking about. We're going to make that stuff available in the resources area of the online community. So please, 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 if you want these tools, I'm just gonna tell you, you can, 7 days,
Get it together.
7 days for free. You can go in there and gather a lot of stuff in 7 days.
7 days. 7
days. For sure.
All right, y'all.
Well, yeah, man, I appreciate you.
I appreciate you, Big Daddy.
Iron Cam.
We got to get some dude. I'm about to go on 11 Labs and get Optimus Prime to freaking boo, 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 boo. Iron Cam. Oh, damn.
That's what's up.
I'm doing that so hard. Okay, we'll see you guys next week.